Hello and welcome. You're watching Markets at Noon on ET Now. I am Snehi Shah. With me is Ashesha Adhwari. And before we take you through what the market is doing, which by the way is very resilient, we're slightly off the day's highest point but holding above 24,000. Let's take a look at our interaction. We've got our corporate interaction with the management of BPCL. We're being joined by Mr. Sanjay Khanna, the chairman and MD at BPCL on the show. And that's the big voice that we're bringing to you exactly at the midday mark of the trading session. Mr. Khanna, hi, good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us. And of course, this is a very special day for ET. We're celebrating our 17th anniversary today. On that note, if you look back at the last 17 years, what have been the biggest structural changes in India's oil and gas sector?
For having me here. At the outset, first let me congratulate ET Now team for completing 17 glorious years of excellence in business journalism. On this special milestone, I am conveying best wishes to you and your team. This 17 years was a great journey for oil and gas industry. More or less, the business has grown more than a double. But two things which stood out in this period, one was the Ujjwala scheme, through which we could reach out to almost every Indian house. Today, as I'm talking to you, the number of LPG customers are 33 crore. And if I take Indian population 1.4 billion, so you can say that LPG is there almost every household if I consider a family of 4. Second important thing which has given us a great energy security, and especially it was evident in this testing time, was the ethanol penetration in MS. As I'm talking to you, 20% ethanol blending in MS could be achieved, which was practically zero in the beginning. So these are the two great milestones for oil and gas industry. Apart from that, there was a huge pickup in the gas, especially the gas penetration, which has happened. It was very, very small volume in the beginning. And today, as I'm talking to you, 1.6 crore domestic PNG customers are there. So these were the few significant milestones in the recent time.
And Mr. Khanna, let's get back to business. And as far as crude oil prices are concerned, they've been surging to above $115 per barrel. They, of course, have cooled off a tad bit on the back of developments that we have seen over the last few days. But tell us more. How are you assessing the current macroeconomic environment for the energy sector and the kind of impact it is having back home here in India?
I think one thing with the recent trouble and in all the trouble in the past, one thing has emerged very, very clear that these type of disruptions are going to be here, going to stay in one form or other. And it is better to prepare ourselves, it's better to gear ourselves to face such type of challenges, and in which direction all the industry is working together. So one side, we are having challenges with the supply because our major crude comes from abroad. LPG is another arena, gas is another arena, but with the diversification of sources, I think to great extent, we will be able to overcome those type of challenges in time to come.
Understood. And Mr. Khanna, with declining crude prices, are you seeing immediate relief in your physical procurement costs?
Definitely, with the reduction of the crude price, it will give breather to much needed relief to the oil industry.
And now, what is the sourcing strategy at this point in time? How much is BPCL currently sourcing from Russia, and what is the discount that we are getting currently?
Actually, we continue to source crude from every possible geography, whichever is the techno-commercial feasible crude available in the market, we get it and we process it. So depending upon the viability of the crude processing in our very different refineries and the commercial rate, we purchase the crude.
Right. And Mr. Khanna, let's talk about margins. Marketing margins particularly have moderated significantly from the highs seen last year. Of course, lots of factors at play for that. But where do margins stand today versus historical averages? Is any outlook on that front?
Only one thing is we are talking to the various agencies and we are telling them it is a transition period. Let it get settled because the things are too dynamic in nature and you must be seeing the trends are changing on daily basis. So let it get settled and we'll definitely sharing detail with the team.
And Mr. Khanna, if you can delve deeper and tell us what is the under recovery currently?
Again, I say that due to this transition period, I will because any number quoted here today will be different tomorrow. So let it get settled for some time. Let us see how it happens. Come to the some steady state level, and definitely will be sharing with you.
Absolutely, Mr. Khanna, looking forward to that, and we understand your concerns at this moment. Let's shift focus and talk to us about the opportunities that BPCL is seeing in green hydrogen, biofuels, the entire EV charging infra space, as well as compressed biogas.
Definitely, the green hydrogen is a future, and the way the prices are going, it is going to be it's going to get emerge in a big way. Last year, our JV Newen has acquired the most competitive price of green hydrogen at Numaligarh refinery, and so far it is the most competitive price and uh, and it is going to go down only in the time to come. Coming to the biofuel, with the 20% success implementation of ethanol, now further efforts are on to enhance that limit to 25%. A couple of weeks back, we had launched E85 in 4 cities, and all the companies are working for another biofuel called sustainable aviation fuel, which will be launched from January. So in the field of biofuel, whether it's a CBG, SAF, or ethanol, the work is going on, and all the companies are working for the renewable in the field of solar, wind, as well as the green hydrogen.
Mr. Khanna, despite EV adoption, fuel demand continues to remain robust. What trends are you seeing across petrol, diesel, and aviation fuel demand in the domestic market?
Yes, the demand is going to grow only. That is a great for the country. So with the growing GDP, with the better road network, with the urbanization, the rural demand, with the gas-based economy, or whether it's a petchem demand, all are indicating that the demand of the petroleum product is going to grow in a big way in the time to come. And various forms of energies will be required. So all the time it was talked about whether the fossil fuel demand will be there or not, but various energy agencies have told very clear-cut prediction that till 2035 to 40, the fossil fuel product demand is going to be there. It's only a matter of slight transition between various forms of energy, and in short, energy demand is continue to grow only. All forms of energy have adequate space to grow, and India is continue to be one of the energy supplier for the world.
Okay, and Mr. Khanna, help us understand how much will your short-term borrowings rise by due to the marketing under recoveries, clubbed with the massive 25,000 crore capex program that you have?
With the available resources, I think we'll be able to manage.
Okay. And lastly, before we let you go, Mr. Khanna, as ET now celebrates 17 years, what message would you like to give to investors tracking India's energy sector and, of course, BPCL's long-term story? What do the next 17 years for BPCL look like?
So with our Project Aspire, we are quite hopeful in a time to come. BPCL will continue to emerge as one of the energy leader, and we will continue to serve the energy demand of the country. And we will not only confine ourselves to the fossil fuel, other form of energy will be part of our portfolio. Our retail outlet will become more like energy service station, which will be providing all sorts of energy for mobility. And India, along with the India, BPCL will continue to be the one of the leader in the India energy industry.
Mr. Khanna, thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now 17th birthday and sharing your thoughts on what the next decade for India's energy sector could look like. Thank you for taking your time out and joining us. On that note, we need to slip into a very short break, but more news and updates will continue on the other side. Don't go anywhere.